Hello guys, welcome back. So in this video I'm going to discuss about Python comprehensions. So what is comprehensions and why we are using comprehensions in Python? So comprehensions are more clear syntax for populating conditional data. Let's say you are having a conditional data and you want to clear the syntax, or you want to make the more clear syntax, then you can use Python comprehensions. And it is very easy to read also, and it will reduce your line of code. So there are three comprehensions is provided by Python. So first one is list comprehensions, after that set comprehensions, then dictionary comprehensions. So we will look one by one how we can reduce our code using Python comprehensions. So let's move to the Eclipse IDE, and here we will work. So first of all, we will work with Python comprehensions. So this is our module, and here I will write the code. So let's say I have a sequence, first sequence equals, this is list. So list starts with square bracket, and here let's say I have a sequence 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15. So this is my sequence, and I want to copy this sequence into another sequence, let's say second sequence. So how you will copy? If you are performing the simple operation of list, then you have to iterate it, then you can append it. So let's say I have a second sequence, this is a variable and this is a list type. Then we will iterate the first sequence using for loop. So for I is an element to iterate it in first sequence, and just we need to append it. So let's say second sequence dot append, and here the object is I. So all elements we will append one by one, and after that just print it out. So print second sequence. So just run the code, you can see the output. We got a copy of first sequence inside second sequence. Okay, so we are using here 1 2 3 4 lines, but we can reduce it to 2 lines itself. Let's say I have a third sequence, and in this sequence I want to append the complete things. So this is a process of comprehensions how you can use. It's very simple. So this is the element which will be append into your list. After that you need to iterate the sequence in which you are going to perform. Let's say I want only first sequence. Here I forgot to add in, so this is an operator, and just I will print it out the third sequence. You can see the output will be same because we iterate the same sequence. This is the Pythonic way, and if you will use the comprehensions, then only in one line you can write the code. So here we are using 2 lines, and we can reduce it to only 1 line. In print statement you can write directly, let's say I, and for I in first sequence, and you can see the output will be same. So this is, we are reducing to 1 line. So this is list comprehensions. Now I will comment it. Now we will move to the next operation. Let's say I want to know the cube of each element. So how you will iterate? So you need to define a variable. I'm talking about a simple thing. So you need to define a sequence, let's say second sequence, and you need to iterate it. Then you need to append the code. So for I in first sequence, and then you need to append. So let's say second sequence dot append, and here object will be I to the power 3. So it will append the cube of each element, and then if you will print it out, then see the output. See, print second sequence, and just see the output will be the cube of 5 is 125 and cube of 6 is 216. We are using here a simple method, and this is consuming 4 lines, but we can reduce it to 1 line. Just print, and you can pass directly here the list, and you can write the list comprehensions for it. So this is your element, and in this element you can write the operation. For first element it will go for cube, and we need to iterate it using for loop. So in, let's say this is I element in first sequence. Now I will run the program. You can see the output is same. So you can reduce it to 1 line only. And the next part is, let's say I want to find the odd numbers, or we can say odd sequence in this. So I will comment it out first, and then we will look into next part. So I want to print the odd numbers. So odd, this is a sequence which is having odd sequence, and this is an empty list. So we will iterate first, then we will check for the condition. So the condition is for I in first sequence, and here you will check the condition if I remainder of 2, element remainder of 2 is not equals to 0. That means the element is odd. So here we are putting the condition, and that time we need to append on it. So odd sequence dot append here. So you need to append the object. So object is I. After that, just print it out. Just outside the block of for loop, just print odd sequence. So here you can see there are 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and 15 are the odd numbers. But now I want to write in a comprehension way. So how you can write it? Just you need to write only one statement, and let's say I need to print then the sequence here, and you can put the condition. This is element for I in comprehensions. So you need to type the sequence for which you want to perform. So this is first sequence, and then you need to apply a condition. So condition is if I remainder by 2 is not equals to 0, then it will append to the I. So you can understand it easily. So this is my element, and we are iterating into the first sequence, then we are returning it to the checkpoint. So this is a checkpoint. If I will run this program, you can see the output. So it is same. So this is a way of list comprehensions, and even you can use lambda also. So in next video we will discuss about set comprehensions. Thanks for watching.